That's good. Hello.
They call them dumps. Big, massive dumps.
Big, massive dumps. Oh, there he is. This is gonna be cool. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right, thanks to you.
I haven't heard from you in a long time.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Hey, good, thanks. Yeah. But yeah, we've
go on ahead.
yeah. I was just going to say we've been really busy with that new shop. You know, making stuff up past year, and I've cut half my thumb off.
Yeah. I just want to interrupt this right here because when Andy says he cut half his thumb off, I react quite strangely, and the reason for that is I thought he said I cut half my summer off, and I was kind of half thinking, did I hear him right? And I'm thinking that doesn't make any sense, and I didn't actually hear that he says I cut half my thumb off until I listened back after the interview. So I'm really sorry for that reaction. It seems quite strange, but I just want to correct right there. I'm really sorry for what happened, and I'm sorry I didn't hear you the first time, because I thought you said something else. But that's pareidolia for you, you know. Sometimes I mishear things, and I have to listen back, and I hear correctly when I listen back. And I'm quite shocked after hearing it the second time. So I'm going to message him and apologize to him, because that's my reaction. It doesn't look very good, to be honest with you. But I actually thought I heard him saying something else. So let's continue on.
So yeah, it's been good, but like we've been out and done some. I'm just trying to find like time to edit a video.
Yeah.
So hopefully there should be coming something soon.
Yeah. Do you miss the YouTube community, or were you happy with a break from everybody?
No, I do miss it. I check it regularly, and people are still commenting on some of his old videos and that, and we miss you and all that.
Yeah, I mean, like, your channel was actually one of those. It was one of those renowned channels, like the other popular channels.
Yeah.
But your channel is actually the only one that I've actually kept subscribed to because of your honesty and stuff.
Oh, thank you.
On YouTube it's a battle. If you're 100% honest and with paranormal investigating and stuff like that, the viewers tend to want to be entertained, and some of these channels tend to push it.
Yeah.
To entertain, and you have to try and find that balance, and very often they don't, and they end up with this common theme of the paranormal is very scary, and that, so we're going to go out to this scary graveyard, and we're going to be ran out of there by demons and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And unfortunately, that's a kind of a perception that the viewers kind of expect, which is kind of a wrong way of looking at things.
Oh, of course.
you know, and then you put a different spin on things, a completely different outlook on it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, it is good to sort of think outside the box, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I agree. I mean, we never intentionally went that way with it, but like things that were talking to us made us do it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's sort of the natural flow for you. You know, what's
Yeah.
in your thought process, what your perception of the paranormal is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but you know, I mean, like when I see the you know, the B-roll footage of the videos you've done, I mean, it's pretty high quality stuff. Like.
Oh, we're getting good as well. I mean, I bought all that new camera and all that, and we just stopped. And that bloody camera just sat there not being used for like 2 years.
Well, do you know? I mean, there is channels out there that have gone down a similar route to yourself. Like,
Okay.
do you know? And I think people need to see a different aspect to you know what people's perception of the paranormal is. You know, and you
Yeah.
know at the same time, you know your production value is very good. You know.
Cheers.
You know. But you brought up that stream that we had done a while back, and I sometimes still go back to it, and I still laugh to this day.
Yeah. Cat come over last Saturday, and we all sat and watched it.
It still entertains me.
Yeah, it does me. Oh, my neck's getting in jaw.
You know, I'm going through a bit of stuff at the moment, and I've tried to be funny on the channel. I kind of went into a kind of a bit of covering a bit of drama and that, and you know when you have two videos one after another, sort of covering drama, you kind of
Yeah.
think, you know, and you've lost one or two subscribers because they didn't come over to you for drama in the first place. And I tried to make it a bit funnier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've been looking at the funny aspects of things and that. And last night I spent a while looking at. It's a Russian channel actually. It's something cherry. They do songs with animals covering.
All right. Yeah.
I put a couple of them on my Facebook. I think they're flipping hilarious. But I needed to get that. I needed to be cheered up. And going back on some of those videos, especially that stream, I thought it was flipping hilarious. I was kind of in a giddy mood that night, you know.
Yeah.
And I kind of a little bit felt bad afterwards. I says, I wonder was I too hard on him, like, you know. You know,
I don't think so.
Did I just harass this guy, like, you know, that I hardly even know, sort of thing? But it turned out off really funny, especially when his internet froze and stuff like this.
It was just the perfect timing, wasn't it?
Oh Jesus, yeah, it was really good, you know. You know. But I haven't been live in a while, you know. I haven't been live on my channels in a while, sort of thing. And with the ITC, I took a couple of weeks of a break because I wasn't feeling the best and that. And when I came back, the other people that I watched kind of had stepped up their game a bit.
All right.
So, doing a spirit box session with just the camera on the spirit box, I says that's not going to sort of cut it anymore, you know what I mean? Just to try and do them live. People like the lives and do them, a camera on myself. People like to interact with people.
Yeah.
And then have another camera for the spirit box. So I have got a laptop here and another laptop there, and I have cameras running both, and then this other laptop has a camera on the spirit box here.
Wow. We're very technical.
OBS does things easier, but I find it very confusing and complicated.
Yeah.
And I have to try and study it,
I ain't done a spirit box for like over a year.
It'll take a while when you get, if you do decide to start doing them again, you kind of have to build them up again.
Yeah, yeah.
I find if I take a break and I come back, I get nothing for a couple of days. And then it starts coming back. I think connection possibly is important there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm running these American radios, the Timex T307S, and they've been pretty good and that, but I have to cut down on my spending. I've ran into financial difficulty, not at a very good time when things are, gone to pot here in the UK and Northern Ireland sort of thing. So.
Yeah, it's terrible at the minute.
Yeah, and it's only getting worse kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it'd be great to see you producing some stuff again, because production value is absolutely class, and the pictures are so crisp in that.
Yeah. Well, problem is, I'm down to like night vision cameras.
Yeah.
I'm down to one of them because one of them just like broke on LCD. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a bit rubbish.
Yeah. It's hard to get time to if you have a business to run to, sort of thing, and.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Because I mean, the shops like sort of expanded now, and we've got like a room upstairs that we're going to be doing tarot readings, and my mum's doing Reiki, and I'm going to be doing spell casting. So there's all that going on.
Yeah, I mean, like you could base some of your, content around something like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, the shop itself is very active.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got an habit of stealing something off you, and then it puts it in your pocket.
Yeah.
It can be a very random object. I had this marble on top of this like broomstick, and what mounted it to that wall. It was there when I had it in my hand, and then we put broomstick up at wall, and marble had disappeared.
Jeez.
So I went outside for a cig, and put my hand in my pocket for my lighter, and marble were in my pocket, like.
Wow. There has been cases where things have moved, and there was one case, and there was these paranormal investigators that do things scientifically, kind of thing, and there was this house that was having activity, and a cup had moved from one place to another. So they decided they would take the cup and bring it to a lab to get a reading of the breakdown of the way the cup was put together. But along with that, bring the other cups that matched that particular cup that moved. The cup that moved turned out to be the structure of the cup had changed. I think they'd done some kind of X-ray kind of stuff.
All right.
Yeah. It was a possibility that the cup was sort of vanished.
And then remanifested, but different, like atoms and stuff were
That's
different
right,
inside.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, that was the high level of sort of investigating that these people had done.
Yeah, that's cool.
Probably because of connections to the science world or whatever, but the cup basically disappeared and appeared a couple of feet away from where it originally was, rather than being moved physically.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. But I haven't been able to get out because the financial situation, and then the night we done Cumber House, we had a couple of days of very, very hot weather, and then all of a sudden Saturday night, this was a couple of months back,
Yeah.
2 months back, all the rain came down at once and flooded everywhere.
Oh, good.
And we were on the way to Cumber House, got lost. Got to Cumber House, 2 cameras broke down, and we had to leave early. And on the way back, we got lost again, and I came around this country road where there was a landslide, and I hit a rock and broke my wishbone. And the car's been sitting outside since. Haven't been able to fix it, so I'm stuck here. At times not feeling so good, you know, so that's why I'm kind of fighting that by sort of going live and talking to people and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
At least you've got that outlet. You know.
Yeah, and you know, these situations will pass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been back doing live with Julie still in the chat there.
All right. Cool.
And I think, you know, it's great having those kind of conversations, you know, those, if you're isolated and stuff, I'm isolated, I only have a dog here and the dog doesn't talk to me. You know, so it's great on a Saturday morning to be able to talk and that.
Yeah.
You know, and you know we're kind of not bothering about what other people are doing or what kind of, you know, arguments they're getting into, because as you know yourself, at times it just got crazy.
It did.
And then you kind of look at yourself and say, is this all a waste of time on YouTube? You have to sort of put yourself in a bubble, you know. Otherwise, the whole paranormal community on YouTube will get you down, because it is a dumpster fire. Like.
Oh, it is, definitely.
You know, you have to sort of keep within your boundaries and focus on what you're doing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but I have seen your Facebook pictures and that of your stuff and that, and it's beautifully displayed and that. It's really, really
cheers.
good.
Thank you.
You know.
I've got into doing like skulls and stuff at the minute.
Yeah.
Like roadkill and stuff, and then we process them into skulls. But yeah, it's good fun.
I remember you done a couple of videos on that.
Yeah.
You know, which I think was different. You know, with the head cams and stuff, and it was very,
yeah.
It was probably very easy for you because you were just hands-free and just collecting the bones and that. And
That's
the
it, yeah.
camera was doing the work on your head, like.
Yeah.
You know. But you know, I really enjoyed your content because it's a different aspect to what people are usually watching. You know.
Yeah. I mean, me and Becky last year got into bottle digging. You know, like for old Victorian bottles and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we've spent like months sat in this hole just digging.
Jeez.
But yeah, we do them up as like Harry Potter potions.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Along the beaches here, we still get the old-fashioned glass. You know, the blue,
Oh yeah.
the blue and green glass, and that, and it's rounded by the sea and that. I have rock tumbler here and rock polisher and that, and I've
Excellent.
been doing a little bit of work on the side, sort of thing.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's really enjoyable seeing, you know, sharp rocks going into a tumbler and coming out rounded.
Yeah, I can imagine that's a bit
You
strange.
know, I have watched videos, and I think the videos are faked. Like a lot of things, where
Yeah.
they put in these rough rocks, and then, you know, they're spinning it around. 10 days later, blah blah blah. Next thing they open it up, and they're all perfectly polished. I don't think it works like that because I tried. You know, I do the sort of the hard work afterwards. When you get the basic shape and you get, we have different grades of this graphite stuff that you mix
Yeah.
in the water and that, and you get down to the lower. You eventually get down to the lower grade of powder, and then when I take them out, then I use a polisher.
Right. Okay.
You know, a rotating polisher. Might
Yeah,
do
yeah,
a
yeah.
very light sanding first, and then just polish the living daylights out of it
Yeah.
until it comes up with a shine.
I got some old fossils off the beach, and I did them all by hand. You know, like sanding it from hard grit to rate fine, and then polished them after, and that were hard work. Doing it by hand.
Yeah, I have. It's a rotatory machine. It's a sort of thing that you mount on a bench, and you got a sander on one side, and then you have the buffer on the other side.
Wow.
You know, it wasn't that dear either. I think it was something like £20 or something.
Yeah, that's
like
not
that,
too bad.
£25. You know, and it does the job. It's kind of like a drill bit on the end where you can put your attachments on, like a buffer, and you can even put a grinder on it if you want to put on it. You know.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, the polisher came from, you know, the National Geographics.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is, there's wheels on the side of it. One goes to the motor, the other one goes to the wheel, sort of thing.
Okay.
You know, like a gearing system, and there's a rubber belt. It tends to go through belts a bit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I have to try and get supplies of belts and stuff. You know. Nobody's working on it.
Oh well.
Nobody gives a shit.
It don't matter.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess this is a small channel kind of thing, and it's sort of advertised as kind of like a spurt box session or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is a channel for ITC. It's not for general chat. If I had planned this general chat, I would have it over on the main channel and stuff like that. But it was a good opportunity to have a chat with you, Matt, you know?
Yeah, no worries.
Is the car going well?
Yeah, it is.
Not so bad.
But we're on about buying a motorhome in the next couple of years.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
You know, you can just get away. And I'm actually in an area where the police are here regularly.
All right, yeah.
And you know, you've got drug and alcohol abuse and all that kind of thing. It's kind of dodgy kind of thing. Good dodgy. This area was a field, and not so long ago until they started building houses. Now the whole plan is to build 5,000 houses.
Wow.
And they're not even halfway there, and neighbours are kicking the shit out of each other.
Oh dear.
So you can imagine when 5,000 houses are made, how much flipping trouble that's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be like a mini war zone.
Yeah, do you know you got these every town has got one of these renowned areas that it's trouble and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is the new area, and it's getting a bad reputation already, and it's not even halfway there yet.
Jeez.
You know. So it'd be great to have something like a camper van and go away for a couple of days and not worry about anything.
Well, that's it.
You know.
I mean,
Myself and a friend,
we're considering completely giving up our house.
Oh,
Yeah, and just living in van.
all right. That takes a lot of sort of changes and stuff.
It does. It does.
You know. It takes a lot of change. You know, changes of way of living and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, some people can deal with it, some people can't.
I think I'd be all right with it.
Yeah, I mean, like as well as that, it's actually cheap living. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just upkeep at vehicle, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and you kind of live in a place that it is yours. You do. Do you know
Yeah.
that kind of way?
Yeah.
You know, so you've got a real sense of home. You
We
know?
found this like beautiful spot. It's halfway between where we live and where the shop is, and it's like this massive woodland, and it's got like a free car, like a camper parking space on it. So we're gonna like use that as his main base.
Yeah.
Just live in woodland.
It's kind of the countryside is your garden, basically.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't mind something like that for weekends away. Myself and a friend went to Buncrana Beach for Christmas, and we hired a little small cottage and that.
All right.
And I brought the dog, and the dog, you know, not a trouble, no trouble at all.
Yeah.
And it was so good and peaceful, you know. And we sort of hated going back. You know,
Yeah,
we
it
were
gets a
both
bit like
going
that.
through- Yeah, we were both going through stressful stuff, health issues and shit like that. Wake up in the morning, go for a walk on the beach before breakfast and stuff. And it wasn't a fancy house. It was just a simple little cottage,
Yeah.
you know, with a conservatory at the end overlooking the beach and that. It was pretty good. And
Yeah.
down one of these roads that hasn't seen tar in about 30 or 40 years.
Oh wow.
And some of the road hadn't got tar at all. So it was really, you know what I mean? It was really quiet.
Yeah. That's how I like it.
Yeah. And just across the field then you had the beach. You know, go for a walk on the beach, come back then have breakfast. You know?
Sounds good.
It wasn't that far to town if you wanted to get supplies and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Anytime I go live, I never plan anything. It's just off the cuff.
All right.
We weren't expecting this conversation sort of thing, but it was actually brilliant to have a conversation with you sort of thing because
Yeah, it's nice to have a catch up.
we haven't spoken in a long time, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
In fact, I want to message you soon because I've picked up this little radio thing. It's a right fancy, like lovely thing, and I was going to send you a picture inside and see if we could like sort of convert it,
All
you know,
right.
to a spirit box. If not, then I want to stick my SB7 inside it because it just like the casing is beautiful.
Do you know there's a guy called Simon Cox?
Right.
I know Appy Droid does it as well, but there's a guy called Simon Cox, and he's putting circuits into all sorts of things now.
Oh, okay.
Appy Droid is starting to do the same, and that they figured out this little circuit that they buy, and you program it, and it is sort of, you know, the tuner and that. It's variable voltage that makes that turns the tune. You know, each voltage is a radio station or whatever.
Okay.
Is a tiny little circuit. There's a cheap sort of Chinese new radio, and he had to take the speaker out and put a circuit in it. This used to be for the tuning knob is, but this is for the sweep is.
Ah, okay.
And there's no static. It's really clear now. So, you know, there's more and more sort of possibilities now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a bit out at loop.
Yeah, you know, we're not stuck with PSP 7s anymore, sort of thing. You know, we're stuck with, you know, we're getting newer varieties of radios and that. At the same time, there's other people out there that charges a fortune. Like.
Yeah.
I bought this for about 35 pounds. Somebody had used it once and then sold it to me, so I didn't buy it directly off Simon Cox and that. But I went back on Simon Cox's post, and it wasn't any more than 35 pounds.
Right.
You know, and you know, when it comes to spare parts, people are charging 60, 70, 80, 100 pounds. And sometimes you open them up and there's nothing in there and they're badly glued together and all that kind of stuff. And I don't put quality and stuff. So I'm just stuck. You know, I just use my Timexes and a couple of different things. You know.
Yeah.
Because I have been stung before. You know.
I remember a few years ago you were stung on a certain spirit box.
Two people are around the same time. One in the UK and another guy in America.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
And one of them that you've mentioned, you know personally, and you don't like the spirit box.
Yeah.
I've messaged the guy a number of times. And I
Really?
told the guy at the time that I have a lot of pains and stuff. I have to go down to the bank and because the bank transfer didn't go sorted through, so I had to go physically down to the bank.
Yeah.
And I went through all that trouble and that. And then he had personal trouble himself. But I kept in touch with him. And then all of a sudden he ghosted me.
Oh, dear. So I take it you never got that resolved then?
No, and I was going to expose him publicly, and then I says, you know, should I or should I not, you know?
Yeah.
Because the other guy in America, I done a kind of a funny video on him and that, but I didn't fully expose him and that.
All right.
You know, maybe I should have, I don't know.
No, it's awkward, isn't it?
You know, if I'd done the video, I 100% burnt that bridge with that guy. So there's no way I'm going to get the box. So that's why I didn't sort of go through with it.
Right.
But it's 2 years now, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't really want to spread negativity, like. I sort of want to leave it behind me. There's some people are just like that and horrible people and that. I want to try and be positive if I possibly can and that. But people do need to be flipping careful. You know?
I don't know.
But some of the highest quality stuff that I've got is, some of it was just radios that were just a wire hack, you know?
Yeah.
And they do kind of work, you know. You know, you get the odd person that is pretty good with circuits and that. put together a good box. The problem is, you know, if something goes wrong with your radio, will they fix it? You know?
Well, that's it. Yeah.
You know, if you can find a radio that you can wire hack and it breaks on you, like my Roberts 9906, it cost me 15 quid.
Okay.
Do you know if it burns out, just get another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know? So, you know, it's not, you're not forking out, you know, 100 quid. People, when I done the video on how to hack that box, the guy, I got the information from somebody else, and we both put out videos together on how to hack these, and then we got into a confrontation because I forgot to put his link in the description, and he got pretty pissed off, and we sorted that out, sort of thing, and he recently said, you know, that my video was more brighter and stuff like that, and he you know, he recently mentioned that video on that.
All right.
But when we put out those videos, next thing, on eBay, there was ones being sold for 60, 70 pounds.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're only 15 quid.
Jeez.
You know? But you know, with the paranormal equipment companies, the prices are crazy, and very often the
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Some of that stuff is just toys, you know. But I have been pretty impressed with your pictures and stuff on Facebook with the shop and that.
Yeah, it's gone really well, to be honest.
You know,
Better than expected.
Yeah. You know, it's the advertising, the way the pictures are and stuff like that. It's really good. Do you have your own website?
Yes, we have got a website. That we only use it in winter.
Yeah.
Because like we do online, because obviously it's seasonal sort of selling.
Yeah.
It goes quiet in winter when the season dies down, and then we like do online then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Right, I'm gonna have to head off, Sam, because my neighbour's just knocked and he wants to chat. So.
Okay, I'm gonna go as well because I have things to do.
Okay, no problem. It's been great. It's been nice to catch up.
Yeah.
But we'll not have to leave it as long this time.
Yeah, true.
Radio, Sam. I shall see you later. Take care.
All right, thank you.
No worries.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye. Thanks, Andy. I'm going to leave it at that. That was kind of an interesting one because I had planned to do a Spurt Box session, and we got a chat with Andy, and you know, it was unexpected, you know. So hopefully we'll have more of these conversations again, you know. You know, I came on to do some testing and that, and it was an opportunity to talk to Andy. I haven't seen him in a while, so it was great having that conversation and stuff like that. So I'm going to leave it for now, and see you soon. Bye.